Hey Swifty, aka Matt, I think. So I've recently been watching like all of your videos because you're hilarious and you remind me of me as a guy. Like, wait. I'm a girl. I mean, like, okay, fuck that. You're really funny. Bet you don't hear that a lot, but anyways, I was watching your other channel videos and about your first crush or whatever, and somebody told you my story. Okay, it just sucked. I'm a senior in high school right now. I go to an art school, but I didn't transfer to that till sophomore year. My sophomore year was at the new school. I did my freshman year at my home school, and then I auditioned, and, whatever. And so I met this guy, and we were sitting at the lunch table. I've told this story so many times, so I might say and or like and all that stuff. I'm sorry. But he was really, really cute. And I'm not a shy person, but he was cute. And my friend was talking to him, and they were kind of making like goo-goo love eyes. And so later on, I was just like, oh, do you like him? Cute. Because, I was a freshman, whatever. But she goes, oh, no, I don't. He's like my brother. And I don't remember how it happened, but I would make like perverted jokes at the table, and, be funny and kidding around all the time. And he came and sat next to me, and we started talking a lot. And it was kind of one of those things where I was the dominant person at the table. Like, I could shift the conversations and stuff. If that sounds conceited, it's totally not meant to be. But I was doing that. And, and the talking, when we were talking, we started talking, and he totally started to lead me on. I mean, at the time, he wasn't leading me on. He liked me for a while, and we would talk about how we kind of had a point where we liked each other or whatever. And we had been talking, and we started playing World of Warcraft. And I found out he played it. I'd already played it prior to find that out, and that's how I think we started actually talking because of that. And I had recently gone through a breakup, and he cheated on me with 5 girls. But, so we were sitting at the table, and we would flirt a lot. Like, we'd hold hands and, stuff like that. And hug. There's a difference between, like, a friend hug and a relationship hug and a I want to bone you hug. Well, it's kind of a mixture of those other two. And, I mean, it was like we were dating, but we weren't dating. And I don't remember exactly, but I said something like, oh, it was so dumb, I don't know why I did this. But I said, it got to the point where I was legit in love with this guy. And thinking about it now, I have no idea why. It was just really weird. But I fell in love with this guy. And I'm the therapist of where I live. It's crazy. Everyone comes to me all the time. I'm everyone's rock. No, I can't talk to anybody for some reason. And they all come to me. And so he'd start giving me all these problems, and he confessed to being bisexual. And he had this huge thing, and he was talking about how, oh yeah, he thinks he's going to go to hell and all this stuff. And I was like, no, I really don't believe in that. I think, and if you do, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I don't personally believe that. And I was trying to tell him, I was like, you love everyone despite any restrictions. How can that be wrong? And if anyone watches this, don't get all offended. That's like a side note, not even important. I don't care what you think. And so he started like coming to me a lot for advice, constantly. And I couldn't talk to him about my problems anymore. And it was just weird. Something stopped. Something got different. He didn't treat me the same. But I was still stuck in the fact that we had a certain kind of relationship, and I couldn't get past that, and I kept like going for it all the time. And I wasn't sure. I was like, does he still like me? I like him. Does he know I like him? Blah, blah, blah. And then he started telling me about guys or girls he liked, and that hurt so bad. But me being me, I was like, oh, I want him to be happy, So I was like, oh yeah, tell me all about it. Oh, you should totally date them. Dumbass. But before that, there was some more like slight playing around a little bit. Like we were on WoW, and I had my headset on, and I said something like, I thought I was in love once, but I wasn't, and I'm in love now. I don't know why I said that. It was so stupid. And he just waited a second. He goes, Peyton, are you in love with me? I go, no. I mean, I liked you once, but not now. This is all over the span of 3 years, by the way. 3 years. This is like the first 2 years right now. No, this is the first year still. Yeah, and that just went on for a while, and there's just like some messed up stuff. And he got over me. Just moved on. We became like best friends. Meaning I put all of my effort into being a great friend, and he... Sorry. And... Shit. We became best friends, and he started to, just think of me like that. And I'm always the friend, so that kind of sucked also. But it ended up getting to the point where I was still totally attached to him because I'm a really passionate person. I wasn't clingy or creepy. I just would do anything to see him smile. It was really sad. And I got to the point where I was just like a pathetic puppy because I wanted more, And we're talking about our horror movie we're filming. But, sorry. It got to that, and I finally got to the point I was like, I don't know what to do. So I got my best friend to call him, because we all had this kind of group. We were mutual friends with each other. And this is, I think, my sophomore year. I don't remember. But, yeah. Summer between the two. I got her to call him, and I was going to just tell her to tell him how I felt about him. And act like I didn't know about it. Because, I have to be, tricky. But she told him, and he basically just said, oh, no, I don't like her like that. I could never see myself dating her because we're just too good of friends, which is bullshit. It's such a bullshit response. Ugh. It's happened to me like 3 times. Anyways, it's a bullshit response because if you're going to be in a legit relationship and if you're best friends to begin with, most likely, dependent on the person, there's not going to be any separation afterwards, regardless of how it works out. But he said that, and I can't even explain how bad that hurt, because that was the first guy I was in love with, and I laid down on my bed after she called and told me what happened, and I didn't even have like the crying. It was just like the all the lights off, ceiling fan going, watching the ceiling fan, and I kept playing the same song over and over again, which if I hear now, I still think about it, and I just had like the dramatic tears. It's so bad. And I was so depressed for like 2 years, and I still maintained my devotion to him as a person, even though it was killing me when he talked to me about his girls that he liked, or his guys, or whatever. And then it was brought to my attention that he had been leading me on so I wouldn't leave, so I'd keep making him feel better. And that sucked so bad. And I still have some anger towards him, because now after I thought about it and I reanalyzed all my memories with him, it's exactly what was happening. He was just totally leading me on, and that's a perfect explanation for why he would flirt with me but then not want to, go out with me or whatever. And it was so sucky. Let me see. Oh, so that was brought to my attention, and I rethought about everything, like I said, and it was so obvious. And then finally, this year, I met a friend of mine. Well, I didn't meet a friend of mine, but we were friends. And he's kind of like took an aggressive approach and like cut some people out of my life for me because I couldn't let go. Because I wanted to help them, or, you know, despite whatever, even though they had done nothing but wrong to me. Like an abused wife. This guy, not this guy, but in love guy. I talked to him recently, and I made up a reason why, you know, he was deleted off Facebook and all that stuff. And I said, I didn't even ask, and I haven't talked to him in like 3 months, and I'm over him at this point, and I have been, but not for, you know, I got over, there's a point when I stopped, but, I mean, I still have memories and like some damage done, but I didn't even ask him how he was, and he just started talking about his life, and I said, well, you know, I really miss you, can we hang out sometime soon? You know we can't. I was like, you're not even gonna try? You know, we are distant because he's going to college now. I mean, distant, and I don't know however you want to think of that word. Emotionally and physically, we're distant. But I was just like, okay, well, if my Facebook kicks you again, I'm sorry. It's been kicking a lot of people. And I deleted him in the middle of a conversation. Then I sent him a message back like it wasn't my fault. And I said, hello, question mark. He responded, and I'm not going to respond back. You probably really don't care because I'm just some stranger, but I really was interested in your video, and I don't ever do video responses. If you didn't watch this through, that's cool, but I just wanted to respond. And I totally get what you're saying about how people kind of make you not want to make the same mistakes. It sucks that we're creatures of habit, you know? Like, the brain is attached to reality, but the mind is attached to habit and want and hope. I think that part sucked the most. Keeping the hope, you know? I'd try and convince myself he didn't like me, and then something would happen where he was leading me on, and then I'd be like, oh, maybe, you know? That kind of sucked. People play with you. It's really cruel. And that girl did seem nice, the girl you were talking about. I just think she was, I don't know, she's weird. But, yeah. You're a great guy now, so you shouldn't change or be an asshole because I have full confidence that you would get where you want to go. So if you didn't listen to the video, then thanks for taking the time. And I like your channel. Bye.